So 3 space.
No.
Now that I've completed my $1 million mission for Wheel of Fortune on the SNES, I'm going to attempt another $1 million mission for another game. This time it's for a Jeopardy game. It's going to be the Deluxe Edition, which this will be game 9. So far I've won myself $134,800. Let's go win more. Might take me a while to make it to $1 million this run, but you know what? I'll give it a shot. We have Rob and Jenny facing me, so let's go. One daily double up there somewhere in one of these categories. We have addresses, airport designations, biology, famous educators, movie trivia, and finally we're going to deal with starts with the letter V. We know what that means. I'm going to start things off with address for 100.
The answer is...
As I try to add on by 134,800. This animated family lived at 201 Cobblestone Way in Bedrock. Who are the Flintstones? Addresses for 200.
The answer is...
At night, you can spot this stadium at 1060 West Addison Street in Chicago. It's now lighted. What is Wrigley Field? I'll take addresses for 300, please.
The answer is...
Whether traveling by land or sea, don't miss this spot at 193 Salem Street in Boston. What is the Old North Church? Let's go with addresses for 400.
The answer is...
President Hoover was among those dedicating this New York City building at 3050 Fifth Avenue on May 1st, 1931. What is the Empire State Building? $1,000. Addresses for 500.
The answer is...
In 1948, the Trumans moved temporarily from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to this mansion at 1651. What is Blair House? Well done in the category, $1,500. Airport designations, 100.
The answer is...
ATL. What is Atlanta? Airport designations for 200.
The answer is...
SFO. What is San Francisco? Airport designations 300.
The answer is...
LGA. What is LaGuardia? Airport designations for 400.
The answer is...
PHX. What is Phoenix? And I'll go with airport designations for 500.
The answer is
DTW. What is Detroit? Which will put me up to $3,000. Biology, 100.
the answer is
The only mammals capable of unassisted flight. What are bats? Biology, 200. Daily double. What the heck, I'll do it. The basic cell of a nervous system. What is a neuron? Biology for 300.
the answer is
Petruchio might be embarrassed to learn that these are among the smallest of mammals. What are shrews? I'll go with biology for 400.
the answer is
The prefix hepat in hepatitis refers to this organ. What is the liver? And let's close out the category.
the answer is
Hairy cap, stairstep, and granite are varieties of these most primitive Greenland plants. Let's see if Jenny knows this any better than I do. Mosses. So that gets Jenny her first bit of cash. And we have 3 categories left. We're going to go over to starts with V for 100.
the answer is
Thackeray told tales of Becky Sharp and Amelia Sedley in this novel without a hero. What is Vanity Fair? Up to $7,000 now. Starts with V for 200.
the answer is
In this 1958 Hitchcock film, James Stewart played a former police detective afraid of heights. What is vertigo? I'll go with starts with V for 300.
the answer is
Either of 2 lower chambers of the heart that pump blood into the arteries. What are ventricles? I'll go with starts with V for 400. I'm sending at $500 right now. Or I guess the $500 clue. Expressed as a number, it's the capacity of an atom to combine with other atoms. What is velocity? No, it's not velocity. Down to $7,000. Rob. Oh, well, he does not know. Jenny. Valence. Okay. Okay, we're going to the $400 clue now. Thank
the
you.
answer is
Hindus believe this god descended from heaven in several forms, including Krishna. Who is Vishnu? There we go. Let's have movie trivia for 100, please.
the answer is
Hollywood Insider movie in which Tim Robbins played a murderous studio executive. What is the player? I'll take movie trivia for 200.
the answer is
When Gene Kelly broke an ankle, this star came out of retirement to play an Easter parade. Who is Fred Astaire? Let's take movie trivia for 300, please.
The answer is.
In Beaches, 46-year-old Lainey Kazan played the mother of this 43-year-old. Who is Bette Midler? Which is going to put me at $8,000. I'll go with movie trivia for 400.
The answer is.
This film ran for 31 weeks in Paris with the title Blanche-Neige et les Sept Nains. What is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? I have to put it all as one big word. Uh-huh. And let's close out the category.
The answer is.
Hercules and Hercules Unchained starring this muscle man are available uncut on home video. Who is Steve Reeves? Well done in the category. Famous educators, 100, please.
The answer is.
He taught Alexander the Great and founded the Lyceum. Who is Plato? No, not Plato. But with the amount of cash I have right now, I am not going to complain. It was Aristotle. Aristotle. 200.
The answer is.
Milton, this president's brother, was president of Kansas State, Penn State, and Johns Hopkins. And it's Rob. Dwight Eisenhower. $300.
The answer is.
For 47 years, this Massachusetts educator remained Helen Keller's teacher and companion. Rob? Anne Sullivan Macy.
The answer is.
Canadian communications professor famous for his maxim, the medium is the message. Who is Marshall McLuhan? He's the one. Now the last clue.
The answer is.
Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, author and founder of California Kindergarten Training School. And does Rob know the answer? Kate Wiggin. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, I am in the lead with $9,200. Jenny has $1,000. Rob $600, so he goes first. And it's double Jeopardy time.
Here are the categories.
We have these 6 categories to deal with. College nicknames, nursery rhymes, Holland, mythology, number please, and finally we're going to deal with some religious leaders. And there are 2 daily doubles up there. So, are we ready to go? It's double Jeopardy time. We'll start with Rob as he begins with religious leaders for 200.
The answer is.
He's the Bishop of Rome. Who is the Pope? Religious leaders, 400.
The answer is.
About 610 AD, the angel Gabriel appeared to him while he was praying on Mount Hira. Rob. Mohammed, and he and Jenny are tied for second place. Holland for 200.
The answer is.
In Holland, he's known as Sinterklaas. Who's Santa Claus? I'll take Holland for 400.
The answer is.
The Holland Herald is this airline's in-flight magazine. What's the airline of Holland? It's not SAS. Oh, what is KLS? Oh no, that's not it. I forgot. Rob. It is KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. Oh, KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, that's right. I always forget this clue, but that's okay. College nicknames for 200.
The answer is.
Longhorns. What is the University of Texas? I'll take college nicknames for 400, please.
The answer is.
Wolverines. What is the University of Michigan? I'll take college nicknames for 6, please.
The answer is.
And the answer there. Crimson Tide. What is the University of Alabama? Over in the five figures at 10,400. College nicknames for 800, please. Daily Double. Jayhawks. I believe it is the University of Kansas. That's the one. College nicknames for 1,000.
The answer is.
Ducks. What is the University of Oregon? Well over $20,000 in cash. On my way to a huge payday. Okay, I'd like to go back to Holland for 600, please.
The answer is.
At Klompenboer in Amsterdam, you can watch these being made. What are wooden shoes? And I'll take Holland for 800, please.
The answer is.
The hat colors of porters of this food at the Alkmaar market indicate the guild they work for. What is cheese? Holland for 1,000.
The answer is.
Aruba separated from this island group in 1986 and will be fully independent in 1996. What are the Netherlands Antilles? No. Oh, I forgot the S in Netherlands. Darn it. Oh well. Jenny, you have the next selection, which will be number please 200.
The answer is.
On TV's Get Smart, this was the number of the agent who gave birth to twins. What is 99? Number please for 400.
The answer is.
News magazine seen Friday nights on ABC, or an ophthalmologist's term for normal vision. What is 2020? Number please for 600.
The answer is.
World War I Doughboy said, "This many Frenchmen can't be wrong, even though there weren't that many." What is 50 million? I'll take, excuse me, number please 800.
The answer is.
Number of lords a-leaping in the song The 12 Days of Christmas. What is 10? Number please for 1,000.
The answer is.
In Italian art and literature, Quattrocento refers to the style of this century. What is the 15th? Over $25,000 now. Let's take religious leaders for
The
600.
answer is.
The number of theses or proposals that Martin Luther nailed to the door of Castle Church. What is 95? Religious leaders for 800.
The answer
Over
is.
$25,000 right now. Briefly a Baptist and later a non-denominational Christian, he founded Rhode Island. Who is Roger Williams? Religious leaders for 1,000.
The answer is.
Roman Catholic saint who wrote The City of God. Rob. And he does not have a clue. So he'll drop to $400. Jenny. St. Augustine of Hippo. Nursery Rhymes 200.
The answer is.
They all ran after the farmer's wife. Who are the three blind mice? I'll take Nursery Rhymes for 400.
The answer is.
A man of words and not of deeds is like a garden full of these. What are weeds? I'll take Nursery Rhymes for 600.
The answer is.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? Johnny's so long at this. What is the fair? I'll take Nursery Rhymes for 800.
The answer is.
This shepherd fell asleep on the job. Who is Little Boy Blue? Alright, and Nursery Rhymes for 1,000.
The answer is.
No daily double there. It's so who Simple Simon asked, "Let me taste your ware." Who's the Pie Man? Alright. 200.
The answer is.
His favorite residence was the woods and mountains of Arcadia where he played his pipes. Who is Pan? 400.
The answer is
These Sylvan deities were part man and part goat and served Bacchus. What are satyrs? 600. Over $30,000 now.
the answer is
Classified between human and god, the dryads were these female spirits of the woods. What are harpies? No, not harpies. Rob. Nymphs. Oh, okay. 800. He's got a 50-50 shot at finding the other daily double.
the answer is
And it's not there. Artemis, the goddess of wildlife, was the twin sister of this son of Zeus. Who is Apollo? Now the last clue, and it's all mine because it is the other daily double. Just do 1,000. Its mass was from the forest of Dodona, where the trees had the power of prediction, and I don't know. But it's only a $1,000 loss, so it's the Argo. But either way, I've got a big total right now for Final Jeopardy, so it looks like it's going to be a runaway game. And I'll be guaranteed a 10th game. The category is sports. I'm going to wager just 600. While a Golden Gloves winner is a boxer, a Gold Glove winner plays this sport. I'll say what is baseball. I'm going to lock that in. And if I'm right, I get another $30,000. See how Rob does.
the Final Jeopardy answer is
It is baseball, so I will go up to 30 grand. Did Rob come up with baseball? He did. He doubles his money to $2,000. How about Jenny? Did Jenny come up with baseball? She did. She goes up to 5,000. I also said what is baseball. Putting me at $30,000 this game for a 9-game winnings total of $164,800. I'll see you all for game 10 coming up next.
Fridays at 10. Make sure to see all the fucked up shit that we have during Leafs Jackbox streams. The weather is next.